Hello there, I'm Nick Marshall-McCormack and this is Sport Today. Coming up on the show, could it be magnificence in Munich? Only Stuttgart stand in the way of Bayern completing an historic treble. The sun is shining in Paris as the King of Clay continues his pursuit of a record 8th French Open title. And from one king to another, will LeBron James be Miami's hero on Saturday? Hello there and welcome to the program. They were allowed to party hard after winning the European Champions League last weekend, but Jupp Heynckes has tightened the reins on Bayern Munich one last time as they try to secure the first ever treble in German football history. Saturday's German Cup is the only trophy they need to win after beating rivals Borussia Dortmund for the Bundesliga and the Champions League title. Just to warn you, Will Perry's report contains flash photography.
Another weekend and another trophy is within reach for mighty Bayern Munich. But victory on Saturday would see Jupp Heynckes' side scale a peak they've never reached before. Bayern have won the Bundesliga 22 times, 15 German Cups and 5 Champions League titles, but never all 3 in the same season. After winning the league with a record points total and beating rivals Borussia Dortmund in the European Champions League final a week ago, only Stuttgart stand between Bayern and a new level of German excellence.
Ja, der Pokal hat natürlich jetzt an Wichtigkeit zugenommen, weil
the cup has certainly become more important now, because now it is not only a trophy we can win, but now we can rewrite history. There's never been a treble before in Germany, and that is why this is a big additional motivation.
Despite his side's success, the match will also be the last in charge for Heynckes. He'll be replaced by former Barcelona coach Pep Guardiola when the season ends, and his players will miss him.
He has always done a good job. He's always talked a lot, and he's also changed the team very often. Every player in the team has played in the Bundesliga, Champions League, and also in the Cup, and this is important too. I think when the coach leaves the club, I will be sad. Why? I've worked very well together with him in the last 2 years, the same as with Ottmar Hitzfeld, who I got to know in my first year here, and it's a similar situation now.
Bayern will be without first-choice centre-back Dante and midfielder Luis Gustavo, both of whom have been called up by Brazil for their Confederations Cup squad. But after scoring 8 and conceding just 1 goal in their 2 victories over Stuttgart this season, they're strong favourites. Bayern chief executive Karl-Heinz Rummenigge even said his team could win this match if they were drunk.
Ja, zunächst mal glaube ich,
I think his choice of words was that even with an alcohol level of 180 millilitres, they would still stand a chance. Well, it's their right. They were surely, or are probably still rightfully euphoric after this season, but, well, I have to read it, but haven't really paid attention to it. Should it give us more motivation or not? We don't need any more motivation. We're playing a final in an incredible atmosphere, and many of us, well, who knows how many more times we will have the chance to experience that. So, in that sense, we don't need any extra motivation and no sparring match back and forth through the media. We are motivated, and that's what counts for us, not some comments.
What counts for Bayern is only victory. If they achieve it, Guardiola's arrival could be quite a sobering experience. Will Perry, BBC News.
Nice shot from Guardiola there. Well, Bordeaux have won the French Cup for the first time since 1987 after a thrilling 3-2 win over Evian on Friday. Well, Evian went behind in the 39th minute after Cheikh Diabaté opened the scoring for Bordeaux. The Mali striker had the chance to double the lead early in the second half after being awarded a penalty, which he then missed. Well, Evian drew level through Yannick Sabo. And then they went behind again, only for Brice Diadiade to score a 70th minute equaliser. At 2-2, it looked like extra time and penalties were on the cards before Diabaté scored an 89th minute winner. Bordeaux will now play in the Europa League group stage. Jose Mourinho coaches Real Madrid for the last time on Saturday after a tumultuous 3 years at the club. And while he won the La Liga and the Spanish Cup titles, well, he could never bring the side to their 10th Champions League crown. Mourinho's relationship with several players, including Pepe and Iker Casillas, has reached new lows since announcing he's leaving the club. But some players have come out in strong support. German midfielder Sami Khedira, who was signed by the Special One in 2010, thanked him on Facebook, saying, I am personally very grateful to him. He has always had my backing. Well, Mourinho has a hard job picking his side against Osasuna at the Bernabeu. Cristiano Ronaldo missed training, still struggling with a back injury that kept him out of last weekend's game at Real Sociedad. Pepe, Xabi Alonso and Kaká also missed training during the week and are doubtful. Khedira and Marcelo have joined the Brazil squad again ahead of their friendly with England. Well, important results to watch for on Saturday are those involving Real Sociedad and Valencia, as both teams fight for fourth spot and Champions League football. We'll also keep a close eye on matches involving Deportivo La Coruña, Celta Vigo, Real Zaragoza and Mallorca. There's a real scrap to avoid relegations, with the four teams only separated by just 2 points. Well, Monaco are living up to their tag as Ligue 1 moneybags. They've completed a reported $76 million deal for Atletico Madrid striker, should I say, Radamel Falcao. The Colombian, one of the world's best strikers, has signed a 5-year contract. He's been prolific for Atletico, scoring 52 league goals in the past 2 seasons. Monaco are a big spending club now after winning promotion from the French second division. Well, Rafael Nadal likes playing his tennis when the sun is shining, so the King of Clay will be happy to know the forecast is hot for his French Open third-round match against Italian Fabio Fognini. Let's go live now to Russell Fuller at Roland Garros. Russell, there have been good wins early on for Victoria Azarenka and Kei Nishikori on Saturday.
Yes, Victoria Azarenka was really struggling, the number 3 seed here. Outplayed in the first set by Alizé Cornet of France, the French woman taking it by 6 games to 4, but Azarenka has gone through fairly comfortably in the end, winning sets 2 and 3, 6-3, 6-1, so she's into the last 16 of the women's competition. Maria Sharapova hoping to join her. She took the first set 6-1 against Zheng Ji of China, was a breakdown in the second, but she's just squared things up at 4 games all. Rafael Nadal against Fabio Fognini after that, and then the match we've all been looking forward to between Novak Djokovic, the world number 1, and Grigor Dimitrov, this rising Bulgarian star who beat him in the Masters Series event in Madrid a month or so ago. And some details from the Suzanne Lenglen court. Kei Nishikori, first winner of the day on this court, beating France's Benoit Paire in 4 sets. He's the first Japanese man to reach the last 16 at Roland Garros for 75 years. And at the moment, the match we're watching involves another French woman, Marion Bartoli, in trouble against the former champion Francesca Schiavone. The Italian has taken the first set 6-2 and is now running away with things in the second set, leading by 5 games to love.
Russell Fuller live for us there at Roland Garros. We'll talk to you later on. Thank you very much. Well, most of us weekend golfers dream of the day we may hit a hole-in-one. But this guy, Andrew Dodd, has hit 2 in 1 round. Playing the back 9 first, the Australian hit his first ace on the 11th hole at the Nordea Masters in Stockholm. His round went downhill with a couple of bogeys, but an 8-iron on the 16th hole made Dodd the first player in European Tour history to have 2 holes-in-one in a single round. And he made the cut by 1 shot.
I knew I needed a good round at the start of the day. The shot at 11, which was our second hole of the day, it obviously kick-started things in the right direction. Made a few more birdies in between, and then I made a couple of bogeys, and we were kind of heading the wrong way, and got to the 7th, which was our 16th hole, and it was an 8-iron, and it kind of felt a little bit heavy at the start, but it was just perfectly on line, and stranger things have happened. It went in. I still can't get my head around it.
Neither can we. Well, Matteo Manassero leads in Stockholm, by the way, while Bill Haas is the leader on the US Tour. Ken Duke, on screen just there, is one of 42 players who have just completed their Memorial Tournament second round on Saturday after rain delay. But at least he could relive this shot in the clubhouse. High fives and a big cuddle from his caddy there. Tiger Woods finished with a 74. He had a shocker with the putter. Too much muscle on the 15th saw him double bogey that one. You couldn't miss Rory McIlroy in those trousers, could you, as he made up for his bad first round 78 with some of 5 birdies in his incomplete second round before he finished it off on Saturday morning. Well, the head of Sir Bradley Wiggins' cycling team has predicted Wiggo will come back as strong as ever. A knee injury forced him to withdraw from defending his Tour de France title this month.
I think everybody was optimistic, including Bradley, But unfortunately the extent of the injury wasn't as apparent as when he first pulled out, and following treatment he's had MR scans, etc. And the advice has been to stop training to allow the injury to recuperate.
Defending champions, the Miami Heat can reach the NBA Finals on Saturday if they beat the Indiana Pacers, but they'll be without forward Chris Anderson, who has been suspended for Game 6. Well, the Heat led the best-of-7 series by 3 games to 2 after an 11-point victory on Thursday. Miami won't have home court advantage on Saturday, but they do have this man, LeBron James, the King. He was absolutely dominant in the third quarter of the last match, scoring 16 points and giving the Heat a lead they wouldn't lose. And another performance like that will likely be enough to book them a final spot against the San Antonio Spurs. Finally, Spain's Dani Pedrosa has taken pole position for Sunday's Italian MotoGP at Mugello, but he left it late as the checkered flag was already waving to end the qualifying session. He pipped Jorge Lorenzo for pole with Andrea Dovizioso third. Marc Marquez and Bradley Smith both running qualifying despite huge accidents on Friday. We're counting down to the German Cup final between Bayern Munich and Stuttgart. That coming up in just over 6 hours' time. You can get all the latest sports news on our website, bbc.com/sport. But from me, Nick Marshall-McCormack, and all the team, goodbye for now.